Welcome to Beyond the Bell. What a night it was here in Fort Worth, Texas. An incredible night of action capped off by Vergil Ortiz defeating Erickson Lubin and now setting up one of the best fights in boxing versus Boots Ennis. Let's bring in Chris Mannix, Sergio Mora, and Todd Grisham. Guys, what did you think of that performance, and how excited are you now that it finally looks like we're going to get Vergil versus Boots?
All right, we're going to transition out of you guys and step aside. Eddie, we'll bring you on in here, and we'll bring Jaron Boots Ennis on in here in just a moment. Eddie, I'm going to ask Boots the same thing. We got to give Vergil Ortiz his props on that one.
Yeah.
That was a spectacular performance.
Great performance. Listen, Vergil Ortiz is an amazing fighter. This whole trip, this whole exercise for us, it's not about diminishing the achievements or the quality of Ortiz. We rate him highly. That's why we want him, because we think he's the best in the division outside of Jaron Boots Ennis. There are people who think he is the best in the division, and all Boots wants to do is prove he's the best. It's 1v2 at 154 pounds. You felt the energy in there, it was incredible. Two guys that are in their prime. It's been like 35 years since we've seen a fight like this of two guys in their absolute primes. You don't normally, it marinates, you see it in their 30s. Let's, for the love of the sport of boxing, let's just please make this fight. There's nothing like it.
Well, let's talk about that. I mean, I know you had some uncertainty going into tonight about where that fight would happen. What was your reaction seeing Vergil call for the fight?
We love it. I mean, that's, you know, listen, fair play. We all sat in a room, we all agreed a deal. We went away, we got it done from our side, and Eric Gomez called me a couple of weeks ago and said, listen, we've got a tough fight. After that, you have my word, we're going to try and make this fight. Tonight, we didn't know what kind of reception we were going to get, but we got this man in the ring, and we're seeing another side to Boots Ennis. Normally he's all quiet. Tonight he's had about 4 fights with Charlo, you know, Ortiz. He wants all the smoke, but the smoke that we want is the guy that he's supposed to be the best, because we know he is the best.
Boots, I started this conversation with Eddie, and we got to start with what we saw. I mean, that was impressive by Vergil Ortiz to go through Lubin like that.
Yeah, you know, he did a good job. He looked good, but it's that time. It's been that time, and I'm not sure I'm the best in the world. You know, I don't want to keep saying repetitive, but like I said, they've been talking these last 6 6, 7 months. We talking crazy, saying this, saying that. All the talking out the window. Let's get them papers, baby. Let's sign this fight. You know, I'm ready. I'm excited, man.
You did say coming in you thought this was going to be a 50-50 type of fight. Are you surprised at the way that Vergil mowed him down?
No, it's a 50-50 fight. It's boxing, you know. Anything can happen. But like I said, he did good. He did good, but it's my time. I'm taking over this division for sure. Like, I'm stamping it. And hopefully, you know, they do their part and sign their part, and we make this fight happen as soon as possible and get the fans what they want. And like I said, I'm gonna shut everybody up. They're gonna be real mad and insane.
You know, I said to Eddie, I mean, coming into this weekend, there maybe was some uncertainty about whether that fight would be next for you guys. But Vergil was first in there, said, "Hey, Boots, come on over here." What did you think when he called you over?
I'm glad they allowed me in the ring. You know, because we was having some problems on the way here. And I heard that they didn't want me to get in the ring. I heard that they didn't want me to be here. It was a lot of things going on. You know, we came down here on our own. We came to invade Texas, you know, to make this fight happen. You know, hopefully, like I said, hopefully this fight happen. And Eddie, where is the rest of the contract at? Let's make this happen, please. They talking too much.
Your first time sizing him up in the ring, a couple of back and forths there. You guys brought up some history that you've got together.
Yeah.
What was it? You know, what was that conversation like on your end?
I basically, to sum it all up, I'm basically saying the time is now. We both in our primes, and I feel like this fight bigger now than it was 6 months. You know, I came into the division, you know, and I brought a lot of eyes. You know, as soon as I stepped into the 154 division, everybody wanted to see what I looked like. And I feel like I brought a lot of attention to this weight division and brought a lot of attention to this fight tonight because I kept saying I was going to come and things like that. So, yeah.
I think Eddie's right. Like, this is the most animated I think I've ever seen you for any fight. What is it about Vergil Ortiz and this fight that brings this out of you? I'm
just ready to shut everybody up. Everybody talking too much. They saying this. I ain't fight this person. I ain't fight that person. Besides Lubin, I would say Stanionis was a tougher fight than anybody that Ortiz fought. Ortiz moved up to 154 and fought 2 140-pounders, and one of them I knocked out before him. So like, everybody keeps saying I ain't fighting nobody. That's cool, but I became a world champion, a unified world champion, a lineal world champion. I'm at another weight class about to win some more belts. I'm about to take over this whole boxing game, and I'm about to be the face of boxing, mega superstar. That's it. I need that paper.
And he needs that paper. I know you got a busy week next week with Ben and Eubank, but you'll see some DAZN people over there. What kind of conversation do you expect to have?
DAZN, you know, they are the paymasters. They are in charge of the fights, the new Ultimate subscription. These are the kind of events that we want to offer subscribers, right? And they will have to put pressure on us. They've done that already, by the way. You know, that's why when we went into the last fight, we'd already agreed to fight Ortiz as part of the plan. So I hope they can do the same with Golden Boy and with Vergil Ortiz and put the pressure on them. We're in. We've signed for the fight.
Yep.
We don't have to do anything other than wait for Golden Boy to say the word. We've got it done.
Whatever else you need me to sign, let me know, because I'm ready.
Don't say that. You know, you can't say that to things like people like me.
All right. Well, I hope we get our first super fight in 2026. That's going to be a mega event between Boots Ennis and Vergil Ortiz. Hope to be talking to you guys about that very soon. Emily, we'll go back upstairs to you.
Thank you, guys. I'm really excited. But all right, let me tell you what's coming up this week on DAZN. We got Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn running it back in a blockbuster rematch Saturday in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Plus, Josh Dyer defends his BKFC light heavyweight title against Lorenzo the Juggernaut Hunt. 2 great fights, 1 unforgettable night, only on DAZN. Everybody, thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed our presentation of tonight's fights. For Todd Grisham, Sergio Mora, and Chris Mannix, I'm Emily Austin. Good night, and thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.